of all time. Only people that play Street Fighter are idiots that would get beat up in real life, so they have to play a fighting game, a garbage fighting game at that, like Street Fighter, to feel powerful. Just a bunch of nerds, scrawny wimps that would never be about anything in real life. It's just...
By that logic, people who play Bloodborne have nightmares in real life, and instead of a waifu doll in their dreams, they get to see a Chucky doll in them. And people who play Witcher 3 are basically single in their life.
Ironic when it comes to Resident Evil. You know, a game about mindless zombies has a fan base of what? Mindless zombies who just run out and buy game, garbage, game, garbage, game after.
Mindless zombies? Bruh, you don't know about tyrants and nemesis? They are literally super soldiers who have their own intelligence. And what about the prototype virus with the help of which Albert Wesker was made? Now don't tell me that Albert Wesker is a mindless zombie too, because you are just whining till now without doing any proper research.
You know, the Resident Evil series is by far one of the most boring, bland, overrated pieces of garbage out there. There are way better survival horror games elsewhere. Resident Evil just got lucky because it came out at a time where, you know, it was just thrusted into the spotlight. Like, people were playing Resident Evil and thinking about horror and stuff like that. So Resident Evil kind of got popular around that time because it wasn't a lot of competition.
I admit that modern day Resident Evil is not that good as compared to the classics, but that doesn't mean that it's a bland franchisee. Games like RV2, RV3 Original, RV4, RV Code Veronica, RV7 are some of the great games from this series. But it seems that I'm just banging my head against a wall by explaining you. Which Resident Evil you are referring to here? Can you give any clarification? If you mean RV1, then you are completely wrong. Because horror games have been around since 1970s. And let me tell you that Resident Evil is horror survival, not just horror. Horror survival is different from pure horror. And for your kind information, the first horror survival was Sweet Home, which was released in 1989 by Capcom only. And Resident Evil 1 was meant to be a remake of this game, but it ended up being a better and a revolutionary game for horror survival genre. And survival horror wasn't a truly defined genre until the late 90s. So saying that RE1 got popular while there were better survival games at that time is something which only a loudmouth like you can say. And if you mean RE4 here instead of RE1, then let me tell you that RE4 was the first horror survival game which had a over-the-shoulder camera. Oh, but it's pointless to tell you about all this, because all you are doing is crying and whining.
There was a lot of games that were out, but they didn't receive that kind of mainstream appeal that Resident Evil did.
Give me some examples. Oh no, I asked for a proof, but our boy Young can only give claims. Claims without evidence or proof makes no sense, hence they can be dismissed. Like I'm claiming here that Aloy is my ex. Disprove me now.
I remember playing Resident Evil. My friend had it. I went to his house. He was just in love with the series. He was always weird anyway. I stopped hanging out with him almost instantly. But
wow, just because your friend likes a game which you personally hate, you stopped hanging out with him. Like seriously? Look, I personally hate Last of Us 2, but I have many friends on Discord who like that game. So, should I remove them from my friend list? Should I kick them from my server? Like, even a 6th grade student has a better mentality than you. At least he won't leave his friends just because they don't simp on the Pink Ranger.
Into his house, he was playing Resident Evil, and it was my first introduction into the Resident Evil series. He was like, you gotta play this, and just from the look of the game, I was like, this is garbage, this is something only losers and idiots would play. He was just begging, you gotta play it, come on man, just play it. So I picked up the controller, decided to play it, and he was like, alright, now you need to do this, he was telling me what to do and stuff like that. I was like, first of all, shut up, don't talk to me like that, I'm the king of gaming for a reason, I know what I'm doing, you sit back, relax, and shut up, and he did just that. But, he was just basically trying to get me used to the game, and I was like, I don't need to be used to the game, I know how to play games, I'm a real gamer, you're not. And it was...
Bro, like I'm confused. Is this video about you roasting Resident Evil, or it's about how you and your friends spend time together? If you were a real gamer, then you wouldn't have spitted venom for every single freaking game which has been out in the last 5 years.
Like fight, because it was just puzzle here, puzzle there, puzzle here, puzzle there.
Okay, so puzzles are one of the major elements in a horror survival game. Without puzzles, the game will lose its charm. If you are having trouble in solving puzzles, then blame yourself, not the game, idiot.
Action hit.
Get this man some tissue paper.
Action is terrible, the shooting mechanics have always been trash, the camera angles suck, the voice acting is terrible, everything about Resident Evil is trash.
Dude, if you are talking about RE1, then it was released in the freaking 90s. The time when developers didn't had enough budget to hire good actors for voicing the characters, because gaming wasn't that much developed back then. And I am surprised that you were expecting modern type voice acting from a 90s game. Like, I think that you have actually lost your mind. And if you are referring to RE4 here, then let me tell you that RE4 has got an amazing camera angle which has inspired many games. And about voice acting, it's good because it totally fits the atmosphere of the game. I admit that it has some flaws, but it's like 22 years old, older than Uncharted and GTA San Andreas, and still has better graphics and animations than them. So if the voice acting sounds inappropriate at some moments, then it's totally understandable. Got it? Dumbo.
And going back to the puzzle thing, it's nothing but a puzzle simulator. It's like every time you look up and take a step, here's a puzzle, here's another puzzle. Listen, you're not smart.
How the hell they are a puzzle simulator? Literally, you have been vomiting claims until now. RE is not just about puzzles, and puzzles play a major role in a horror survival game. If you are purchasing a horror survival game, then you must expect puzzles, okay?
And Resident Evil 4 is one of the most milked to death games of all time. One of the most boring, overrated pieces of trash of all time. And this garbage seems to get released every damn year or so. It's
alright, I admit that it went through too much remastering. But it's not a trash game. And if you want to call it a trash game, then you must give appropriate explanation in order to justify your claim. You can't just come to mic and say, whoa, this game is trash. You must explain that why it's trash, but you are whining instead of giving any explanation.
It's the hypocrisy of humans. They're so stupid. It's like, okay, I'm gonna criticize this, and this is wrong. You can't do that because I don't like that. But as soon as it becomes something that they like, they ignore everything. Well, this guy over here that you like is doing just as bad, even worse than the person you're criticizing. Oh, yeah, but he didn't mean it. He was, they start making 50 million excuses because of bias. Garbage. They're just biased idiots. If they don't like this guy or this person, they're going to criticize everything they do. But if they like this person or this product or this trash, they will defend and defend and defend. You people are...
Idiot doesn't even knows that there's a term which is known as personal opinion. And there is another term which is called point of view. And look at the irony. He's saying that humans are stupid while he himself is a human. 50 million excuses for defending. Meanwhile, he's giving 100 million excuses for calling RE trash. Freaking hypocrite.
Every Resident Evil game ever released besides 4 has flopped. Why do you think they keep milking the game so hard? It's all they have. The Resident Evil 2 remake flopped. The Resident Evil 3 remake flopped. And this game will flop too. It probably won't flop as hard since it's the most popular one, but best believe it will flop. Resident Evil 4 is probably... No, it is. It's the worst one in the series. And that's saying something because all the games...
Yeah, RE2 definitely flopped. It just achieved the Golden Joystick Award and had sold 11 million copies. MF even said that RE4 flopped. RE4's name was in Guinness Book of World Record as the best-selling survival horror game. And RE3 Remake, despite being a short game, sold 6 million copies. Stop living in your bubble, dummy. RE4 is the worst one in the series? Are you high or what? The game changed the RE franchise forever, and you are saying that it's the worst. Damn man, this guy needs therapy really bad. I don't know that how someone can be a loser by just playing a video game. All you teach your audience is how to be an egoistic and insecure cuck. That's what you do, freaking loudmouth.
The game will just put you to sleep. The graphics, even in the remake, look outdated. It's just sad. And you know, it's funny how people can have a choice in life. I can either be a loser that never amounted to anything, or I can put the work in and achieve success. And these idiots still choose to be idiots. Failures. In a world of free will, they choose to be losers as long as they have that garbage game to play. They're content. What a life. Someone like me who challenges the very limits of greatness on a daily basis, defeats that limit, elevates, and continues to break limits left and right, could never imagine being pathetic as you all are. All of you people watching this video are beneath me. I'm better than you in every single way. If I was you, I wouldn't even continue to watch. You probably clicked off the video by now anyway because you're jealous. You're like, I've never heard someone that's truly speaking the gospel like this. I've never heard someone that is truly better than me without even trying. The jealousy is endless with you losers, but go.
I think at this point he must be trolling. He can't be serious with those words. And if he is, then he's someone who is not mentally well. Because you are literally a YouTuber who has got more than 30k subscribers. And this is how you influence your audience? You should be ashamed of yourself. Like, seriously. I'm not even kidding. It means that you are self-centered. A cuck who thinks that everything is trash except himself. Phew, finally this video is over. Man, I need a doctor. No, for real, like how someone can be this stupid. All he has done in this is whining, whining and whining. It was like his parents gifted him Resident Evil for his birthday, but he wanted a different game, so he was venting. Wow, he's trash, garbage, blah blah blah. I mean, please, at least give proper explanations after making any claim. What you are doing is not constructive criticism. It's straight away stupidity and egoism. And it's not his first time doing something like this. He whines in his every single freaking video. Whoa, this game is trash, that is garbage, this is trash, etc, etc. This is his job. This is how he earns, by whining. He's a true whiner. Whiny the poop. By the way, this is it for this video. Damn, I lost all my brain cells today. Anyways, y'all take care and bye bye.